Alright guys, we are back for another video shortly after the first one. We have now gotten a gameplay trailer that has dropped for Jurassic World Evolution 3. So we're gonna hop on and check it out. I actually haven't seen the trailer, so this is gonna be my kind of first impressions. Of course, we're gonna do the same thing where we're gonna dissect the trailer for every single frame that we can and see what what has been revealed. So yeah, let's hop on and see. We've seen before. DIN?
Welcome to the Dinosaur Integration Network,
Oh.
or DIN for short. Our organization brings groundbreaking, sustainable
New
breeding
science
programs
lady?
to a global clientele of demanding site owners. We are taking paleo-curation into exciting new territory. Where previous pioneers exclusively synthesized female dinosaurs,
Oh.
we are also creating males. These
Oh,
animals
okay.
aren't assets to us, but the beginning of a new evolution.
Oh, okay, we got some visuals of like the nesting
And
stuff.
do keep an eye on the young dinosaurs. They can inherit.
Oh,
more
yes, interactions between
experiences.
babies. Yes. Oh,
Every site must be a perfect
Okay,
balance
construction.
of security and spectacle.
yes.
Protecting our guests is crucial.
Oh
So
my
is
god,
inspiring
yes.
The next generation.
Detailed construction tools. Much more. Ooh. Yep, we saw that before. We saw this before.
As with any project of this scale, not everything will go
Yeah, we've seen
according
this
to
before.
plan. As the park manager, you'll also need to assess emerging situations and get them under control.
Ooh, security camera.
It won't
Okay.
be easy, but that's why we're
Okay,
hiring
that's the
best.
sister. That's the helicopter as before.
DIN is here to make a difference. Now, I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but please.
Ooh. Huh?
Caution. Gate
What?
opening.
This is your first and final warning.
What?
DIN must not continue.
Okay. Some original story over here. What? Yes, my Spinosaurus! Oh, yes! Yes! 100%. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we definitely gonna let's have a look at it in each frame and just kind of see what we're dealing with here. So yeah, I mean, we saw this before with the Albertosaurus and the baby, which I believe is Albertosaurus. This we haven't seen before, which is like showcasing petting zoo. I presume that's what this is, like a petting zoo. Let me slow it down actually. Let's do 2.5. Okay. So yeah, petting zoo right now. Yeah, I wonder how interactive it's going to be. Waiting, but yes, definitely. Raptor. And so we got visuals now on, I guess, the company that's gonna be backing Jurassic World, the park creation here, which is DIN, Dinosaur Integration Network. It may just be one of those departments because we did see in the Steam page of the game describing that the three different like major industries or whatever that you have to appease, very similar to how Jurassic World, the original Jurassic World Evolution 2 game was. We have the science, entertainment, and security industry. This just might be the science side of it, or it could be just like the engine of this game essentially, which is probably telling a new different story. Faithing. We do can see people on these buildings. Faithing. We're gonna see a closer look at certain stuff. Like, I guess we see like a dome. Like, oh, that's actually very interesting because this hotel here at the top left corner, which I assume is a hotel, has its own water enclosure in there. Because those are definitely the like, I guess, fences or like guardrails or whatever. So like, there's definitely like a habitat over there, which is very interesting. A lot of these are walkways. I can see people walking on this walkway. We did see this map before, or rather the scene. We're just seeing it from a different angle, I guess. Oh, and there's a zip line. Okay, so there's those 2 towers. There's a zip line that's a zip line attraction, I guess, between the 2, which I think will also be exciting. If you could go first person for that, oh, that would be brilliant for this game. Okay, and the aviary at the top right hand corner, which you saw, is the All-Star aviary. Mosasaur or some sort of plesiosaur over here. Eating a shark, the shark feature, I guess. Which I guess is probably attached to just like viewing the splash zone, let's call it that. We see a hatchery here, the amphibian, the aquatic hatchery over here connected to this enclosure, which would be very interesting. And what else we get? We saw this shot before in the previous trailer, so nothing new here. Let's see here. Paleo curation. So I guess like the emphasizing a lot about the aesthetic and theme of like the buildings, like the fauna, the flora, I guess. Where this is actually very interesting, this specific line. So let me actually where now DIN this company, let's say, where they previously synthesized only female dinosaurs, and now they're gonna synthesize male ones to create breeding, habitation, and something like that. This looks really good. Hey, this kind of shot here, I feel like the flora looks much more vibrant in this particular game. Granted, the flora over here is just very like, I guess like vibrant zone. We get to see hotbars on the left hand side. So like, let's go see at the top left. Let's see if they showed anything different from the beginning. No. Top left dashboard. The second one icon on the top left is probably world map. You could go to like see your dig site locations maybe. Map icon, which I believe is just like looking at the site, like the island itself and seeing the points of interest. The eye icon, which I forgot because it's in previous Jurassic World games, I believe this is basically, what was it? Showing you what is of interest. Like if there's certain dinosaurs are distressed or whatever, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And then you have the construction icons, which one is, the gate one is buildings, I presume. The gate one is like walls, gates, fences, like those types of stuff. The first icon with the satellite dish on top of it is probably like proper buildings, like your security building, your ranger station, whatever. Your viewing, that viewing icon, which I presume is for your viewing domes, your like like splash zone viewing seats for like the amphibian enclosures, or aquatic enclosures, excuse me. And then the drink icon and food icon is probably amenities, toilets and stuff like that. Tree icon for terrain, road icon, pathway icon for roads, I guess. Electricity for power. We have now a specific icon for decorations, I guess, where we could probably put like some statues or whatever. Quick access icon for dinosaur transportation. I presume that's what it is. Yeah. That icon on the left there with the dotted square with the cursor. Not sure what that is. Maybe it's like a selection, like it defaults to like a selection cursor, where you can highlight a couple of things on the map. Maybe that actually be pretty cool. The person with the camera is a cinematic camera, probably demolishes the bulldozer. It says powered by Cobra, which I believe is what. I wonder why that's there, if anything. But okay. So we see the hatchery, for example. Okay, so very similar things that we are, very familiar things that we are seeing, like with the ready to incubation time. Those pups, I'm not sure. Yeah, those are the pups for like, you have to incubate them, then you have to hatch them, essentially, right? And then from incubation, you get viable eggs, essentially, to hatch from, essentially, right? Which you can see, viable eggs 3, batch size 4. So 4 were created, 3 were viable, and expected survival rate 63 for hatching process, I guess. Which that is pretty interesting. Hatchery, as always, the normal looking hatchery. We're back to this screen again, where we get to see like the dinosaurs with their traits. Now emphasizing that we are now creating male dinosaurs to kind of have this kind of breeding or nesting mechanic, I guess, which you can see very clearly here from the Triceratops. There's the one male with all the females surrounding the male. There, of course, is the nest, but we actually get to see the yes. Okay, let's see this. Okay, so we see that the female dinosaur over there is lying down, probably in a gestation state or whatever. And the male dinosaur is there attending to the female. So I presume like female dinosaur, or like maybe they just like that is the animation for mating, I guess. But let's see over here left. Medium nesting area 1, which I presume, since it says medium, you have a small nesting area for like Gallimimus, Dryosaur. You have the medium ones for your Triceratops, whatever. And then if your largest area for Brachiosaur, probably T-Rex, Tyrannosaurus Rex, etc. Right? And it says there, okay, how many eggs did the female lay? And how many of them are actually going to leave the nest in 7? Which I presume that's when they hatched and now they're going to leave the nest, maybe? Yes, okay. So because I presume what this is right, where like the eggs will hatch in the nest. There's a period of time where the babies have to live in the nest, which is when they're very small. And then they will eventually leave the nest when they enter like a juvenile state, which we can see there. Occupant claimed, I guess that's implying that a male and a female claim this nest for their own, essentially, right? So you could probably have multiple nests in an enclosure. Wow, that's brilliant. Dinosaur, Triceratops, juvenile, nest type medium, entertainment reputation too, which I guess, of course, and you get to see the mother and the father. So it can be occupied by a single mother and a single father, I guess. Nope. Okay. I presume like with the icons on the top left over here, like the cloud icon, maybe seeing like the how the mother and father are feeling, maybe. The bucket icon with paint is probably just seeing aesthetic-wise what you can do. The SETI icon is probably to like move the nest or something. I don't know. Maybe deconstruct it. I don't know if they're going to reveal that there. And then this we saw for the previous shader, which is the shots of the babies leaving the nest. So we can't confirm they come from the nest, if anything, and they're probably going to go to where the mother is initially. Okay, so this is very interesting now. We get, more icons here. Okay, so we have the juvenile Triceratops, just playing with another juvenile Triceratops. We have the comfort meter, health meter, food and water, which is very interesting right now. Stamina, which I presume gets depleted or whatever as they're fighting something else. Security rating number 2, so we have security levels for dinosaurs now, waiting again. Lot of icons over here. Cloud icon, which I guess is for more detailed behavior stats, waiting. Like a germ icon, I guess is for like the showing like if they are sick, maybe. Egg icon with like a nest is probably from where like their clutch, their like group, I guess is what they are, maybe. The genetic icon with the star shows that like their genome star rating, like if they have a special color palettes or whatever that give them a higher rating as a dinosaur. Of course, the social tab for like how social they are with other dinosaurs, I guess is what they are. Information tab for more information about the dinosaur itself. And then the hierarchy tab, hereditary tab to show their mother and father, I guess their tree line, essentially. Bottom right though, we get to see the 3 industries. The first one with the Jurassic Park gate is probably entertainment. 15, the one with the green icon with the dinosaur embryo, is probably the science. Well, definitely the science. And the last one, which I don't even know what that is. Is that a flag? I don't know. Definitely some sort of badge, but that's definitely security. Yeah, so they keep it the same. They just changed up the icons, essentially. Nothing else out of the ordinary over here. Yeah, we've seen this before where they would break out of the nest, essentially. And they can head it. They say you can have just more than just appearance, which I wonder if I wonder how deep that goes in terms of like baby dinosaurs, where because they showed that shot over there, which is where like if an adult was so aggressive in their lifetime or fought a lot, would the baby fight a lot too as well when they grow up or when they become juvenile, essentially? So more shot over here of this kind of like a little vista. We see like a guest house over here on the left. I'm trying to point out some similarities between buildings because of course there's building types that are kind of the same. I see this building over here in the front is the same as this building here in the back. But more than that, I don't know what else to see. Power lines, of course, are still here with the substation I can see over here. Something here right in the far back, maybe some like statue monument or whatever. I'm not sure what that is. Or that probably is a railway substation to a monorail, maybe. This one here showing a building construction, which is actually, which I presume is what this is. There, it's like, yeah, as the building is being built and rendered, it shows in real time. So this, here we go. Okay, this is beautiful. Mwah, 100%. The fact that we can edit stuff on such a macro level or macro to a decent macro extent where you can put like, I guess like adjust what is in the building, what is on the building, how does it look like, everything. Like the fact that they're showing the Velociraptor statue over there, and that's the Unreal Engine pointers that are over there. So we can see that, yeah, okay. So let me go back one screen. So we have like some roof palettes over here. We have like, I don't even know, lights maybe? Some logos that can be put on side of the buildings. Like an entrance is what I think that is over here. Some fountains at the bottom. And all the icons at the left. Let's see what it is. Yeah, walls, rooftops, lampposts, doors. Wow, you could literally change so much of stuff. What the hell? The embryo, which I presume, the mosquito and the embryo, which I presume is related to dinosaur stuff. Painting, like dinosaur decorations maybe. Text, I see the AA. B, you could put some text on some special stuff. That is actually really good. To put text on like buildings and stuff. Wow. I wonder if it is going to be censored for people who are just going to put random shit on it. Yeah. But okay, we see advance to move, which allows us to scale, snap the scale, and scale snap size. Basically, we could rotate the statue. We could increase in size. Wow, okay. And you could duplicate. What is this? This is a new construction tool system. And then we get the color palette system, where we're changing the color of the buildings specifically. I wonder how depth that is. Like, can I change the color of these lamps that are placed down, maybe? Or can I change some of these logo colors? Can I change the flooring color? Like, I could see the grid, the construction grid here at the bottom. Like, if you go back a little bit, you can see here, while in this mode, there's like this construction grid that's at the bottom here of the house that's on the floor. I wonder if you can like select specific tiles of anything. Okay, so here we have the different types of like hotels. Okay, so I can see here the different themes. There's a modern theme. There's like Jurassic Park theme. That's a Jurassic Park theme hotel, so that's confirmed. We have the Japanese themed hotel. We have some like Montana themed hotel, if anything, because I remember they mentioned it was one of the maps in America that had this, and that was the Italy themed map hotel or whatever. I wonder if there's more than this. I hope there's more than this. But yeah, so we could place the hotel down. Anything else from here? Okay, they're just showing. Yeah, they're just showing the view, visitors and all. Okay, right, and then we've seen this before with the terrain mod. This one here is new. So here it's showing how to create certain slopes, for anything, which I guess is to create pathways, like advanced pathing. Okay, so now we don't have to rely on using like a circular terrain tool to create like a flat path or to raise a slope and then flatten it down. We can actually have more advanced terrain tools, which they did show us all of these icons there in the original trailer. It's just that they did not show them using them, or any of them for that matter. So here you could create some like really good really cool pathing effects or whatever. We saw this before. The fact how a waterfall is created naturally, if anything. This we saw before with like the foliage. We saw this shot before with the Gallimimus statues and the Brachiosaur statue. So like this, we saw before. Yeah, this we saw before in the trailer 1. Okay, no, here we go. So here, because again, this is gameplay trailer. Funny enough, actually. So I'm not sure if we saw like this HUD here in the left in the cinematic trailer from the day before. But hey, security camera number 2. Which I guess these are security cameras we can probably control, or they'll probably just monitor like the park itself. If anything, that's just baryonyx. This is running through the thing. Okay, dinosaur integration network. So this is their full full lettered logo. Their helicopter. So they are the company. This game's engine. This game's Maserati Corporation. I'm trying to remember it. Sorry, I was trying to remember it there. Sorry if I butchered it. So this control scheme, this kind of view, we had this in the previous game. We can control like a sniper to tranquilize the dinosaur. I was a bit here or there iffy about it in the previous game, but hey, it's fine. So we can see here, this is a Jurassic Park themed park, because I see like the statue roofs and housings, whatever. There's a pool over here dedicated. We have tranquilized stimulant essentially. Okay. We have an enclosure, circular enclosure here on the left. I see whoa, okay, this is actually pretty interesting. I see the fence going into this rock over here. That's actually interesting. I wonder if you can because we never had it. That's never been done in any game where you can merge it with the terrain. Maybe that's what this is. We could do that. And then because you could probably walk up here and just look over without the fence blocking you of the actual enclosure, if anything. So yeah, waterfall over here. I think the baryonyx hit a fire hydrant or whatever, because I see the water shooting out over here. Guests running here in the corner of the flippin' map because they're flippin' terrified. See aquatic habitat over here on the top right. Okay, this is interesting. Administering sedative. Okay, that progress bar has also been there. I think it's just more progressive, I guess. So this is probably the map, the dig site map. We get DNA from certain locations, and dig it from certain locations. Which I'm not sure what the stars mean. 4 out of 5 stars. I'm guessing it's either showing in terms of the total amount of species that you get from that site, what is the total reputation that you potentially can get from them? Say for example, this 5 out of 5 may have a Tyrannosaurus Rex in it, but the 3 out of 5 may have a Triceratops or a Stegosaurus, for example, something less popular than Tyrannosaurus. Maybe that's why. That was just showing the condition of the site, where it shows how many, just an arbitrary value to show how many dinosaurs you could possibly get in that site. This one here, data exfiltration, executing. So it seems like this game's story is following some sort of the antagonist is some sort of hacker man or something, where they don't want the DIN corporation to actually carry on operating. Like we see here, they're shutting down the park's facilities. They're opening gates like that, which, do we get to see who's in this enclosure? No, we don't. We don't get to see. But that kid has existed in Jurassic World Evolution. Okay. Okay, so guest running. This has been although all the shit that's fallen out. Well, I guess it's broken buildings, whatever. Probably dinosaurs are just tossed a lot of the decorations aside. Maybe monorail there in the background. Velociraptor, which that's a really cool look for a Velociraptor. That is. I'm not sure. That's not the Jurassic Park 3 female Velociraptor. It's not Jurassic Park 1 either, if anything there. So I'm not sure. Is that Lost World? It may be Lost World's Velociraptor. We saw this before in the previous trailer, which that was pretty exciting, and we get to see this shot again, which is also very interesting. But yeah, okay. Like, that's it for trailer. And of course, yes, I'm super excited for that they showed this. I mean, like, it's gonna happen. It is gonna be in this game. But yeah, Spinosaurus is my favorite dinosaur. So glad to see they had a nod for him there. And the fact that he's actually swimming. He is swimming in the water. Woo! That's gonna be beautiful to see in this game. I wonder if there's gonna be any special mechanics with like how they hunt certain creatures on land, whether they wait in the water like crocodiles and like just step them up, or they're gonna go for like the more scientific route where they're just fish eaters and then they just eat on fish rather and don't do stuff. Yeah. But yeah, okay. So let me know what you guys think. More hype coming for this game as we got to see the gameplay trailer of it. Well, some gameplay aspects, some things have been revealed. More stuff has been revealed about the baby like dinosaur nesting and like I guess like the main story, trinklings of what the main story is about or what the antagonist is. Technically, in all of these games, usually the antagonist is the company, the whatchamacallit, the company that's creating these parks, if anything. It's not usually meant to be whatchamacallit, some other third-party player, if anything. I presume the hacker we're gonna eventually work with, or the hacker is just gonna be a ever-existing threat and is always gonna shut down our park or whatever, and why we have to invest in security, right? But yeah, no, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully more excitement coming to all of y'all with this game. And as always, I shall catch y'all next time. Peace.